Hello, fire signs. Let's see what the upcoming weekend has in store for you. And it could be about pretty much anything. Love, finances, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. We'll have 4 separate spreads in this reading. The first spread is for all fire signs. It's like a bonus. And then there's going to be a separate spread for every fire sign individually. Timestamps should be in the description box down below. Please share, like, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is for all fire signs. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe a fellow fire sign. Another Aries, another Leo, or another Sagittarius. And at the same time, we also have Taurus in the middle. So this is a tricky one. I gotta be honest with you. Fire signs. It's a tricky one to interpret. Usually, in most cases, like 90% of cases, when cards show up, it's you read them from left to right, right? In this case, it would be the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, then the Hierophant, and then the Ace of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. However, every once in a while, cards come out slightly different, and you have to catch it, right? So, what's symbolic about this reading is that it could be one of those exceptions, right? Because you have the Hierophant in the middle, right? The Hierophant in the middle. And you could simply be dealing with a Taurus. The Hierophant could be interpreted many other ways. The Hierophant could be a card of religion, right? It could be a card of education. It could be a card of something formal, official. It's a card of tradition. It's a card of family and things like that. Okay, so this is in the center. And again, what's symbolic is that you have aces on both sides. You have the Ace of Cups to the left, and you have the Ace of Wands to the right. So maybe some of you have a choice to make. And perhaps that Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that would be you, not knowing which of the options, which of the people to move forward with. Okay, and also, every once in a while, the card on the bottom of the deck is something you do not see coming, right? So maybe this is you kind of like, oh my God, I got 2 equally good people coming my way, and you could be like struggling with making a choice, all right? So one of the people coming your way could be maybe a water sign with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Another person coming towards you, maybe it's a fellow fire sign, just like you, with the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, and both of them want to get serious with you. Both of them see you as somebody they could spend the rest of their life with, and perhaps you also see yourself as, you know, in a commitment in the near future. But you got to make a choice. All right, so this would be one way to interpret this, and you choose as you wish. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Fire signs. I hope you understand that, right? But, you know, at the same time, perhaps this reading can be interpreted as sort of a traditional way, as I was pointing out in the beginning. You go from left to right. So maybe the Nine of Swords is another person, right? Maybe they're madly in love with you. Maybe they can't sleep at night. They see dreams with you in them, and maybe they're like very nervous about making a move because maybe they are afraid of rejection, or maybe this person is just nervous or shy by nature, or what have you. Whatever the case, right? They're coming towards you with that Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, and they're going to pour their heart out. They will pour their heart out with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay? The Hierophant, again, I'm not going to go over what it could mean, right? That's what's actually on the line. That's what they'll tell you they want to have with you. If the Hierophant is a card of commitment or marriage in your situation, maybe it's a place where the two of you are going. But if we interpret it the traditional way, then perhaps the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, this is you giving it a green light, right? Because you're a fire sign yourself, and maybe this is you saying, yes, let's move forward. The Ace of Wands could be coming from you, right? So you're ready to move forward. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely a forward movement card. It's a card of starting in your cycle. All right, so let me know how this plays out for you. But I do see you at least moving forward. I see at least one person coming your way. At least one person, right? And they're going to pour their heart out. All right? Cool. Aries, we have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Leo, maybe a Sagittarius. Well, Aries, are you getting married by any chance? Somebody is, or somebody is getting engaged, right? Or maybe there's like a purchase of a new home coming up for an existing family, right? Because I think it's the best reading for this weekend so far, right? So far, I'm about halfway through, and I think this is the best one so far, Aries. All right, this reading qualifies as a marriage proposal, as an actual wedding, purchase of a new property, all right? Taking it to the next level, basically. Maybe a housewarming party, a baby shower, right, or something like that. I clarified the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles out of curiosity. I was kind of getting, it was getting suspenseful even for me, right? And you got this King of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, right? And after that I was like, okay, so I got my answer, I'm not going to clarify the Ten of Cups, right? So the King of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So maybe this person has a lot of air placements in their chart. At the same time, the King of Swords could be somebody who wears uniform for work. This person could be a doctor, a lawyer, you know, someone like that. Very intelligent. Very smart or educated, or all of the above, all right? And yeah, that's the person who is definitely, and I assume everything that we have on the table is happening between you and this King of Swords. Unless maybe you're going to somebody else's wedding, or you're going to somebody else's engagement party, all right? But yeah, the Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, that's a proposal, if you ask me, or an offer to take it to the next level, or maybe like a present, right, or purchase, all right? The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, both of them are family, commitment, marriage cards, all right? And maybe the cherry on top is the happiness, right? The Sun on the bottom of the deck is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It's also a Leo Major Arcana card, so maybe for some of you, if it is like a baby shower, maybe there's a baby Leo on the way, because we're in the middle of a Cancer birthday season, but Leo is next, right? So yeah, but if it's happening to you, then congratulations, Aries. This is freaking amazing. All right? Cool. Leo, we have the World, clarified by the Ten of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Wands. Then we have the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing maybe with a fellow fire sign, just like you, Aries, not a Leo, Sagittarius. This reading is kind of sort of similar to the Aries reading right before you. It's a different deck, by the way. I use different decks for different spreads. So maybe you're dealing with an Aries, right? But if we get that out of the way, what's actually happening? Something is coming to an end or completion. Something is done, something is over with, and there's a new chapter coming up, okay? Or the next level that's coming up. Let me walk you through this real quick. The World, clarified by the Ten of Swords. The World could be someplace remote, by the way. So maybe it has somebody could have been at a distance from you, or you could have been at a distance from somebody up until this point. But the World is a card of an ending or completion, right? I clarified it, and the Ten of Swords showed up. So yes, it's like a confirmation from the universe. Yes, something is done. The Ten of Swords is also a card of an ending. Okay, so you technically have one ending card clarifying another ending card. The Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and this decision is final. There is no turning back. That's it. And I think that has something to do with the World and the Ten of Swords, right? So something is done. And it could be you who is making this decision, or maybe the person you're dealing with is making this decision, or maybe both of you. Both of you. Or leaving something behind, completing something, or what have you. So here comes the rest of the spread. The Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. You're probably the Queen of Wands here, unless you're dealing with a fellow fire sign, right? You're probably the Queen of Wands. So perhaps I'm just going to throw in some examples, right? And these are just examples. Some of them could be your story. Some of them are not. So for some of you, again, maybe this person was at a distance from you, or you were at a distance from this person, and now you're moving in together, right? and it's not going to be a long distance thing anymore. Maybe you're taking it to the next level at the same time. When people move in, it's usually the next level, right? For others of you, maybe one of you is quitting their job, right? And maybe it's going to be focusing on the family moving forward, or focusing on maybe building a family business, all right, or starting a family business. For others of you, it could be a retirement for some of you coming up, right? And focusing on the family, enjoying life. For others of you, if you were maybe talking to two different people up until this point, you're dropping one of them and moving forward with the one you want to move forward with. All right, so something among those lines. But we got 2 aces and the 10 of cups after that. Aces are new beginnings. Aces are opportunities, exciting new beginnings, by the way. And the 10 of cups is the happily ever after. Okay, the happily ever after. Let me know how this plays out for you. But something is done, and something amazing is here to replace that. All right, cool. Sagittarius, we have death, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, clarified by the 6 of Swords. We have the Hierophant, and we also have the 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Taurus, or absolutely any zodiac sign. This reading scared me in the beginning. I got to be honest with you. I was like, oh my God, death, the 8 of Cups. But then all the other cards showed up, and I kind of exhaled. I was like, oof. All right. So some of you could be... So this reading is about ending something and leaving, or maybe going back for some of you. Okay, and I like the Hierophant at the end, and I like the clarifiers, and I like the 8 of Wands. So it's actually something good, something positive. All right, the Hierophant at the end, you could simply be dealing with a Taurus. Maybe you're leaving something or someone behind and moving towards Taurus. Right? I'm not judging anybody, but it's just definitely one way to interpret this. All right, or somebody's coming back to you. All right, somebody could be ending something or leaving something or someone behind and coming back to you or coming towards you because they want to commit to you. All right, but yeah, the Hierophant is a card of commitment. It's a card of something formal, official. It's a card of education. It's a card of religion. It's a card of family. Okay, and spirituality also. Okay, the Death and the 8 of Cups. Something is done. Something is done. And if you look at the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, clarifying it, they're kind of similar in a way, right? In both of those 2 cards, we're looking at people's backs, right? They're walking away, they're rowing away, but they're done. And the Death card, you could simply be dealing with a Scorpio. It's a Scorpio major arcana card, but Death is a card of an ending. And the thing about the Death card, we usually know it's coming. It's not like the 10 of Swords when something comes to an end unexpectedly. With the Death card, we usually plan for it, or we know it's coming, we know it's unavoidable or inevitable or something like that. Okay, I like the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying death. All right, so for some of you, maybe you're going back to school, right? If the Hierophant is all about education, you could be going back to school. Perhaps you realize that your skill set became outdated, or maybe you want to pick up a new skill set and you're like, you know what, I'm going to take a month for a couple of months or a semester off and go back to school. Okay, off from work obviously, and go back to school. Others of you, it could be maybe living for a new job, right? Maybe you're a teacher or you're an educator yourself. Maybe you're going back to where you used to teach, to where you used to be a teacher, basically, right? Others of you, it could be maybe a job offer, a really good job offer, and you're leaving your existing job and you're going to switch jobs, basically, right? Or for some of you, you could be going back to where you used to work, all right? And it doesn't have to be educational, because, like I said, the Hierophant could simply be something formal and official. All right, so something among those lines. But that's what's going on. You're leaving something or someone behind, and it's an opportunity, right? The Ace of Pentacles is a great opportunity. And with the 6 of Swords, by the way, the 6 of Swords could also be a card of like an improvement. All right, improvement. All right, cool.